zone, shut out everything else, and control the uncontrollable. From the book Relentless. A closer gets everyone cranked up and emotional before the game. A closer gets himself cranked up and emotional before the game. A cleaner never gets cranked up and or emotional. He stays cool and calm and serves it all for game time. A cleaner in the zone, everything you feel, all your energy is right under the surface. No ripples, no waves, no one can see what's coming. Leave the drama and chaos to others. That's not you. You're saving it all for what's ahead. It's ultimately your mental focus and concentration, your ability to control your environment and the heartbeats of others that determines whether you succeed or fail. In your two fit, you have 52 bones, 38 muscles and tendons, 66 joints, and 214 ligaments. And at the end of the at the end and at the other end of your body, one lightweight brain floating around in your head. You can find out almost everything about the intricate function of your bones, joints, ligaments, muscles, and tendons, and how they allow you to do what you do. But you can find out almost nothing about the intricate function of your brain and why it allows you to do what you do. When you're in the zone, you're intensely focused. No fear, no worry, no emotion. When you're finally able to let go and be who you really are, that's what puts you in the zone. And only then can you can and only then can you control your fear and inhibition. Without that deep instinctive component, it's like trying to light a lighter that has no fuel inside. You get a lot of sputtering letter sparks, but no fire. I don't want to be the one who pushes your buttons. I want you to push those buttons for yourself. As soon as you allow others to push your buttons, you lose. He once told the player, I'm going back to the hotel to pack your bags because you are playing like you've already left town. Possible buttons to push. Mention what another player did. Repeat something you heard from a coach. Have somebody get aggressive with you during a workout. Having your manhood or ability questions. The sight of your own blood. Physical confrontation. Once you show me what lights you up, I'm going to make sure you stay lit. Cleaners show emotion if it's the only way to get everyone else where they need to be, but never because the cleaner has lost control of his feelings. What's true leaders at game time? Cobb comes onto the court the way OCO walks into the shareholders meeting, shakes a few hands, saying hello to the players and to the refs, and gets down to to business. Michael wanted no physical contact before game, no hugs or handshakes. He'd give his teammates a fist bump on or a subtle high five, hands never too high, always low and contained. And he never made eye contact at the end of the player introductions. He'd go around his teammates and settle everyone down like a father covering the kids. A quick moment to remind them, don't worry, I got you. You can't tell someone all day, you need to relax, you need to focus, but what does that actually mean? You're not giving him anything he can use. He's looking for someone to tell him what he's doing wrong because he thinks he's relaxing and clearly he's not. I can always tell you when something on the inside is making someone react on the outside. So I pointed out, here is your movement pattern. You look nervous. Your eye contact shows stress. You're looking away instead of looking at your opponent. You're grabbing at your shorts. Shorts. You're rolling your eyes. You're emotional and you're doubting yourself. You're thinking. Don't think. As Cobb say, you're in the zone that you can't think about it because thinking is a distraction. Players always ask me what key should think about at at the free throw line, something to make them forget the pressure, black out the crowd and the noise and all the distractions. First of all, I can't give you a made up thought. It has to be something internal that means something to you. But ideally, I want you thinking about nothing. If you're truly in the zone, it's just you and the ball and the hoop, as if you were alone on the playground or the driveway or the practice floor. I'd rather have you tell yourself it's just a couple of free throws, not the end of the world either way. But if you have to go somewhere in your head, go somewhere positive to your kids or something that's all about pure relaxation and happiness. Use all music that you haven't heard in years to try talking you to a good place. I want you to be cool and relaxed, just being who you are, who you used to be before everyone started pressuring you to be different. I don't want you relying on me or anyone else. I want to the point in the right direction and then get to the hell out of the way. Once a cleaner steps into the zone, he's detached from everything on the outside, whatever else is going on, personal business, anything. It can't affect him until he's ready to return. That, by definition, is the zone. No fear, no instruction, total concentration. You're not thinking because thinking turns your thoughts on the everything, and the zone is about the opposite, turning your thoughts off to everything except the task at hand. Thinking takes you away. The zone keeps you where you need to be. You have to get that place where you can control time and space and nothing controls you. Too few people can duplicate the extreme level of focus and concentration in different settings by becoming comfortable in one place, and that's where they perform the best. Why do teams play better at home than on the road? Why do some athletes perform better in certain stadiums than others? They can't reproduce that environment that puts them in the zone. They're thinking about being in a different atmosphere instead of instinctively knowing how to adapt to their surroundings. Instead of dictating the outcomes of the event, they're letting their event dictate the outcome to them. Instead of feeling steady and steely, they start feeling unsure and worried. They lose their cool confidence. They start feeling emotional, and make no mistake about this, emotions make you weak. The fastest way to tumble out the zone is to allow emotions to drive your actions. When you feel fear, you recoil and put up a wall to protect yourself. Is there really a wall there? No, but you act as if there were. Now you can't go forward because of the wall, but your hand through it. There is nothing there. You can walk straight through it. But if you stay behind the imaginary wall, you fail. When you feel rage, you lash out. When you lash out, You're usually irrational because you're acting out of impulse, not reason. Now you're out of control and you've lost all sense of what you're supposed to be doing. Instead of feeling cool and prepared, you've lost all sense of focus, and without focus, you fail. When you feel jealousy, you shift all your attention and energy to whoever is making you jealous. Doesn't matter if it's a colleague's success or your girlfriend's new man. Either way, you're thinking about something other than what you're supposed to be doing, and you fail. The only expectation to the emotion rule is anger. Control anger is a deadly weapon in the right hands. Anger you anger you can restrain and turn into energy. Anger you can restrain and turn into energy. All cleaners have that slow burning blue have internal anger, and it works if they can control and maintain it, but it never becomes blind rage, and it's never allowed to become destructive. It's a fire line. If you don't control your anger, you get violent, throw a punch, argue with the refs uh, at the other players, get completely emotional, and stumble permanently out of the zone. Emotions pull your focus and reveal that you've lost control, and ultimately they destroy your performance. They make you think about how you feel, and you're not supposed to think. Cleaners feel the same excitement and anxiety and nerves before a big event. But the difference between cleaners and everyone else is their ability to control those feelings instead of allowing those feelings to control them. Even Michael used to say he had butterflies before a big game. Uh, get them all going in the same direction. I tell him they're not going away, but now you're controlling how you feel about them instead of allowing them to make you feel nervous. Energy instead of emotion. Big difference. I want you in a routine, and I don't want that routine to vary, whether it's a meaningless pre-season exhibition or the championship game or the finals. Do what you do every day, so you never have to account for your environment or the situation. Everything stays at the same. I want you surrounded by supportive people who know what you need and know you can give a lot back. People who understand you can tell them you can tell all the uncles and cousins the dinner at the night before the big game. Friends who don't get you involved in their drama, no emotions, no added pressure, because the minute you start telling yourself and everyone else, oh, big game tomorrow, not mess with me, you've become emotional. That's the worst. The worst thing you do. What, big game tomorrow, don't mess with me. You've become emotional. That's the worst thing you can do. I want you to start cool and stay cool, because anything starts too hot can only get cold.